For a while in my job, I was asked to do projects that would be really out of my comfort zone. They weren't tasks I didn't have the skills for or didn't know how to do, as much as things that would be new to me or putting myself out there in a new way. In short, I just didn't want to do it. So I said no, a lot. Over time, the asks stopped coming, which was totally fine with me. I didn't want to do it anyway, but I did feel a little guilty about saying no. I really kept going over this. I wasn't rude, I wasn't underperforming or underworking. I hadn't done anything wrong, but still felt off about it. Ironically, at the same time in my conversations with God, I would ask over and over again, what do you want me to be doing? I feel like I have something else to offer. Please give me the opportunity. And after a while, the answer felt clear. I have been giving you opportunities. You turned them all down. You see, my guilt didn't come from a particular sin, so much as a way I was misusing the calling and giftings God had placed in front of me. He had given me a path to obedience and purpose, and I just didn't want to do it. And that can lead to a feeling of guilt because we know we've missed the mark in terms of who God has called us and prepared us to be as we represent Him in the world. Pastor Jim shared a verse from the New Testament book of Ephesians. In this letter, a man named Paul is telling the people of the church in Ephesus who they are in Christ. He says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." God has created each of us for something specific, and when we ignore it, it can create discomfort and friction within us. Maybe you're feeling this now. Maybe you have a gift for hospitality and haven't gotten around to talking to the new neighbors because of a busy schedule and feel guilt over it. Maybe you have the means to be more generous, but just never make it a priority. Maybe you feel called to serve, but hesitate to dive in until you find the exact perfect schedule and fit. All of these things can bring about guilt because, as image bearers of God, we're created to uniquely reflect parts of His character. And when we ignore those parts of ourselves, we're denying the very fingerprints of God on our lives. Much like myself, when you find yourself in this situation, all you can do is to become aware of it. Ask God to bring you another opportunity to be who He made you to be, and take Him up on His offer when it comes.